Here's the tail of the tape for the Show Cup 16. Happy versus Infi. Not many people have been able to best the Emperor thus far, but Infi, possibly the greatest human of all time, can he do it? But of course won't be on Human today. Will it be an off race? Will it be random? We're going to find out here. Twisted Meadows, 6 maps, $300 on the line for each map. Here we go. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. There we go. The stress there for a second. In the upper right, here's Mr. Happy. Mr. Happy. In the bottom right, playing Orc. He did race up as Orc. This was not random. Here is Infi. God, the stress on that black screen, I'll tell you guys. The blood was pumping. NetEase sometimes just chooses just not to work. In case you guys haven't tried to stream NetEase before. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Okay. The worst part of the stream is over. The best part is still to come. Ghouls for Happy, of course, knowing his opponent is Orc. For Infi, the real question is, Farseer Headhunters? I mean, hit and run is something Infi's definitely done in the past. Mass Wind Riders, although, you know, Happy's shown his micro against CORSAIR to be the best ever. Twisted Meadows is a very classic map even in this Farseer Tauren Chieftain Tier 2 expand style that Lynn has done a lot. Fast Tech. You know, I'm a fan of the Fast Tech Mass Wind Riders, but doesn't work above 1900 MMR, I'm afraid. And Happy, about 2700 MMR, guys. Late Barracks, Farseer comes out. Death Knight soon to follow. This is also a great Blade Master map, but I think the fact that Infi chooses to go for the Farseer here probably proves that he's going to be doing it throughout the series, because, of course, he got a good spawn for doing the lab creep. You can get, you know, Bone Chimes quite easily. A really good Blade map, so. Infi finds Happy. I'm just going to pressure. Of course, you cannot allow this Death Knight to get level 3, or else you just really have a difficult time creeping up your second hero. Rima Demo is right all along, is what I'm saying. So he's going to stop this Death Knight at all costs, even at the cost of his own Farseer leveling. It's a little bit lopsided in that Orc really gets carried by their secondary hero, the Tauren Chieftain, or even in a lot of cases the Shadow Hunter, whereas the first hero is just sort of a necessary evil. Whereas Undead, you cannot win without Death Knight level 3, and if you have level 1 Lich, you know, certainly not great, but it's not the end of the world. So it's a little bit lopsided in that way. Wasn't TM Force Crosspawn not on NetEase? Oh my god, a 2-point surround with the Wolves! Infi! No way, Jose forces the town portal. Dude, Infi, alright. Alright. It gets the last hit as well. Oh my god, Infi, showing us how it's done here on Twisted Meadows. Oh my god. He kills a ghoul too. Alright, Infi. Let's go. Let's go. Obviously, we're all rooting for Infi here because Happy's just destroyed everyone, right? So, you know, we gotta be a little, as great as it is to see somebody as dominant as Happy, we need to see somebody dethrone him. So, yeah, let's go Infi, dude. Jesus, Weezes. Still, though, Happy, of course, prioritizing that creeping, trying to get level 3. But right now, it's an experience advantage for Infi. And this is with a fast tech. Not any longer, though, as Happy secures the screen cam.
The player's forces are under attack.
Secures a surround on that grunt that was kind of a little bit daring there, I dare say. Oh my god, it was a bait all along! Okay, one more ghoul gonna go down. No deny on the grunt. Level 2 now on the Death Knight, we hear it to the right. And the second surround on the grunt, but it might be able to fight out Coil! The ghoul attacked the Farseer to the threshold where he could die from a coil, and the coil comes long range downtown. So that's 2 grunts, and... Oh, is it 2 grunts? Yeah, it will be. And the Farseer for 3 ghouls. Oh no, it looks so good for Infi. But he just got so confident, which is why he's been so successful at times, is because he's so confident. But when it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Torn Chieftain is out though. And creeping away. And the Death Knight, importantly, not level 3. So the TC has some space to creep. Double Bestiary, starting with Wind Riders. Now, just because you start with Wind Riders does not mean you have to mass them, of course. Just getting a couple really helps with creeping, of course. Much better than Raiders would. So it could always be a transition to Raiders. I would expect Infi to play very, very lame, though. He's very much a tactical player. Pulls the Rock Golem. Happy he's going to secure the level 3. But he can't be too aggressive, especially because there's going to be Raider and Ensnare. So the fact that Happy doesn't have that town portal means that if he wanted to harass with the level 3 Death Knight, level 1 Lich, that it wouldn't actually be that possible. Because he just gets surrounded. Consumable is a greater mana, and for Happy, he gets a parry up of Vitality, and of course Happy's choice is generally Ghoul Destroyer, but is he just calling out the Wind Riders? I feel like he is with this Garg. He's just calling them. Did he already scout them? I feel like this skeleton is the first scout he sent to the main base. Maybe I missed one earlier. But he's already built a Garg in preparation for this Wind Rider. He's absolutely correct. Is there a peon coming across? Keep an eye on this expansion. Okay, there already is a peon. Yep. Crystal Ball, actually pretty good. Reveals the main base. Sees the Garg, the preemptive counter. I bet you we're going to see a bat queued up now. Value from the Crystal Ball. Of course, once the burrow is done. Give me that bat. Give me that bat. Crystal Ball value. Let's see it. Let's see it. Of course, the Raider as well. Quite good against the Garg, but bat's a 1-to-1 resolution for that Garg. Happy Days Creep gets Sylvie Mask. Plenty of nice items. Of course, both red camps have the best items on any 1v1 map. With Staff of Silence, Pendant of Mana, Khadgar's Gem of Health, Amulet of Spell Shield, and then Orb of Darkness. But very, very strong items are possible on this map. Even at these corners, the summons, Potion of Divinity, stuff like that, Scroll of Restoration, or the Scroll of GG as we used to call it. Lots of creeping to be done on this map, which is why probably the sponsor of this tournament, or this show match, wants TM. I think it's an epic map. I think it's very entertaining. I always really enjoyed this map. Even to play it, I always really enjoyed it. There's the bat. Crystal Ball value. Look at it. Look at it. Catch me outside. How about that? Creep Jack. Is this a favored fight for Infi, I'm wondering, though? Oh, okay, bat, not so good. Okay. Alright, Happy. Coil. Actually just wasted entirely. Both Gargs now go down. Statue ensnared. This is a really nice fight for Infi because it's expanding behind it. Raider goes down. And now Infi could just get out. He's traded perfectly fine. He wants more, though. 2 coils left for Happy. Infi's playing out of his mind. Who thought that Wind Riders were the answer to Happy? Coil finds that Wind Rider, but this is all just buying space for this expansion to not be canceled. That's it. That's it. Maybe the Garg's not the best choice.
A player's forces are under attack.
I suppose what else are you really supposed to do? You can't just go into Fiends all willy-nilly. But the heavy Destro style that Happy generally plays, I mean, Destroyers, it's not like they're hard countered by Wind Riders. They actually do quite good damage. But now, Guard goes down to the Ghoul is traded. Greater Mana was used there. Happy out of mana himself. I thought he bought 2 orbs, but he just passed the orb over the Death Knight. Infi is kind of dominating Happy on map 1. Now, this is a great map for the Farseer. Like I said at the start of the game, Farseer maps Wind Rider style. It's a great map for it, but Infi's look cool, collected, confident. He raced as Orc. He's not randoming. There's the double destroyers, though, and that means these will have to run away. We'll keep an eye on that Wind Rider. Let's not forget the expansion for Infi mining this entire time. Bam. If you're gonna back away. Just bats. Just bats. Why not? Wind Rider's good against the ghouls. Bats good against the destroyers. That's Happy's preferred army. Why not just go mass arrow yourself? Super sick. Raider might get caught out, but it will at least get its scouting in. 42 supply against 49 Infi. Being patient with the breaking of upkeep. Oh, no, he's not. He goes to 51 right away. Alright. Dark Ranger third. Mostly, obviously, to control the Torn Chieftain, but you know, mostly just for the anti-air, really. You want a third hero that can attack up. Assuming the Death Knight's carrying that orb. Infi, so good at this tactical patient style. Just sits in between his expansion and Happy's main base. Both players, though, would love to creep a little bit more. There's so many nice camps remaining. You could get Flute here, you could get nice mana items, tons of stuff could be found. And you can creep so fast with Wind Riders, and it will be Belt of Giant Strength. Coil on the... I think he tried to coil the Wolf. Is Happy slipping up a little bit? Of course, this first game is on NetEase, so slight ping advantage for, or more than slight, for Infi. Still, though, doesn't mean you misclick just because you have higher ping than normal. So that's 2 destroyers, but there was a coil to save 1. And like I said, destroyers quite good against Wind Riders. They both kind of own each other. Both players losing pretty much everything, but Infi ends up at 47. Happy ends up at 29. This is 1 ghoul, 1 destroyer, and 3 heroes currently. Oh, Bats trying to find that destroyer, but nice micro from Happy. Of course, it takes 2 Bat Riders to kill a destroyer. They're 500 damage each, and they do get reduced by armor. That damage. So it's 425 damage for each Bat Rider. Actually, the perfect amount to kill a destroyer is 2 Bat Riders. Incredible, right? It's 15%. Without any upgrades. Does that not mean getting 1 armor upgrade here for Happy is just super sick? Am I miscalculating that? I might just be wrong. Level 5 TC waiting in the wings. Of course, with this sort of hit and run, buy time for your expo style, if you get level 5 Farseer, it's almost impossible to win, really. Level 3 Wolves are just ridiculously good. You can never counter expand short of having 3 towers and a Destro there. If your main base is unblocked as it is for Happy, you're just going to lose every Acolyte. If you're going for the red camp, Happy buys a town portal, knows he needs to do something with this expansion, or get his own expansion up. Is he going tier 3 or anything? No, he's just chilling. And it is... Is that ring plus 5 he just got? Oh man, I forgot that even dropped here. That's so dumb. Dude, there's like game-winning items you can get from this camp, and then it's just dun, dun, dun. Or was it dun, 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 ring plus 5? Like, you just get out of my game, dude. What is going on? A TC unkillable though. True, you're not wrong, bro. See, at this point, yeah, give me some more. Give me some more HP items. Effective HP. I mean, yeah, true. I mean, it helps against the orb effect. It doesn't help against the nuke, though. Okay, almost 5-5 for Infi. Happy pushing with almost 5-4-3. Burrows, not reinforced. In fact, the War Mill not even done. This has to be a town portal. And that's going to supply block Infi now, 62 out of 52. Happy somehow is keeping up in supply. Loses the Destroyer, but still a very winnable fight. Just look at the supply, 58, 48. Tri-Hero versus Dual Hero, Tier 3 against Tier 2. Like, this is an acceptable supply differential for Happy. Definitely acceptable.
Are under attack.
But he still is up against that expansion. He's about to be up against level 3 Wolves, level 3 War Stomp. Happy, though. Is close to some nice level ups as well. 5 on the Death Knight, 3 on the Dark Ranger. Torn Chieftain gets Scourge Bone Chimes. Obviously terrible. 1 for the shop. Just not that good of items, really, overall for either player, really, to be fair. They've both gotten awful items, let's be honest. The Sobi Mask was the only good item. Oh, the Greater Mana from the Mercenary Camp earlier as well. 1 red camp left on the sort of mainland of Twisted Meadows. Reinforced defenses probably would be wise, but the lumber just isn't quite there. Ooh, Crystal Ball. Another terrible item, but it actually helps reveal the red camp that is being attempted by Infi. That's the second Crystal Ball. Just bad items, bro. Just really bad items. Watch, Happy's gonna get Bone Chimes now. Which I think would be the worst item. Or Belt, yeah. Belt's actually worse, I think. Just really bad items. Belt is good for Lich DR. Yeah, it's not bad, but if you have to think of what the worst item from that camp would have been, probably Bone Chimes, but he's got ghouls, so probably Belt, honestly. Lich 5 might win the game. Is there enough creeps to get Lich 5? There's just this lab left after this red camp, but of course, eventually he's going to get it. What did he get here?
A player's forces are
What did he
under
get?
attack.
Did I miss it? Did Infi grab it? Oh, he got Staff of Silence. I totally missed that. Oh my god. Okay, Staff of Silence is the incredible item. That's the best item of the whole map. Infi snagged the item when I was busy talking about how bad that Belt of Giant Strength was. Bats come in, a lot of Wind Riders, and they're all speed scrolled. They don't have poison, but they still do so much damage. Is Infi focusing heroes, though? That's really... You don't want to be focusing Dark Ranger to fight like this. Happy's just rolling him. The heroes are crazy, but is Infi actually throwing this game? He just threw into the main base. He just threw down mid. All of a sudden, we're on our way to 5-5-4 for Happy. Oh no. Infi lost so much there. Skeletons kill 1 peon at the expo. Never fighting an undead base, guys. Never fighting an undead base. I think a wiser choice would have just been get reinforced defenses, play a little bit around the hit and run, go tier 3, get Envenom Spears, and then fight later on. But why, when you have an expo advantage, would you ever fight in an undead base? Infi. 5-5-4 for Happy. There are wolves in the main base, but they don't do much. Staff of Silence actually clumped on the Death Knight, but the Destroyer devours it. Happy's going to be very on point with that. So used to that micro from Undead Mirror. Oh, hero focus? Yeah, it's all about the Lich. All about the Lich, but that Belt coming in clutch. 1,000 HP Lich. Not as squishy as you used to him being. They're both losing everything, though. That Destroyer going to fall. All the Ghouls going to fall. Bat Rider comes in. Coil kills the last Wind Rider. Heroes versus heroes and a Destroyer. Of course, going to favor Happy. He's got 3 heroes and the orb. Last coil, though. That's the last one. Oh, but the Sobi Mask is going to mean he's got another one. No way Happy's winning this game. I can't believe it. There's a coil just when he needs it to save that Lich, and surround on the Farseer. And Happy takes game 1. All right. All right, Happy. All right. I believe you. I believe you. You're really good. All right. Now we go to Battle.net. Let me just get the game name here. Alright, just getting the game name map 2. Not sure what it will be. Maybe I can just get it. Maybe I can just snag it from Ted's stream. No, I cannot. I can't believe Infi doesn't win that. Like, that's a crazy win from Happy. All right. Now, because I'm not Neo or Remo, I live in a different part of the world. The host that we're playing on here might lag me horribly. Fingers crossed it doesn't. This is another hurdle we have to get through. If we do horribly lag, we'll have to leave and we'll just watch Ted stream. This is a possibility. Fair warning. But all the NetEase games will be fine. Game 1, 3, and 5. It's just game 2, 4, and 6. There's a possibility I lag. Hopefully not. Hopefully not, but it happens. All right, Infi, if you can't close that out, what can you close out? Man, the perfect style on the perfect map. Play EU East 5. Yes, EU East 5. Which actually is not that bad ping on. Oh, Ted has 10,000 ping on it, though. Hopefully it all works out for everyone. It looked good for Infi, though, that early game, man. The strategy was on point. You can always tell when the strategy is on point, especially for Orc in many matchups, because their expo is uncontested. Yeah, what's up, Sword? Yeah, solo today. You can always tell if they strategically know what they're doing, what camps they're creeping, where they're supposed to be on at what timing. Because the expansion not canceled, the expansion not pressured, the only peon that went down was to that skeleton during the fight that Infi lost. So that's how you can tell that Infi is tactically sound. He just made a big mistake going into the main base. So then you got bad ping to EU5 East 5. Yeah, I just know China versus Happy. I have lagged in DC before, but I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm not worried. Infi just bad? Interesting take. A hot take. Really? Truly? This is good. These games are good, man. I'm having a good time. And tomorrow we get to watch TH. I have faith in Infi. I do too, man. I do too. He just attacked into the undead. That's it. That was a mistake, really. Because that fed the Lich to level 5, Dark Ranger to 3. Happy lost his 20 supply advantage. And it was a winnable fight if he wasn't so horribly mispositioned. And I feel like he was... I would have to go back and watch. I feel like he was focusing the Dark Ranger for like 50% of the fight, 60% of the fight. Which, Dark Ranger, if you're going to choose 3 heroes, don't focus the agility hero. Alright. Ted's ping back to normal. Lynn said Infi played better than him. Like I said, I think it was just that one big mistake. Sometimes that's all it takes. Against Happy especially, that's all it takes. Why we have back to Warcraft 2? Because in 1 hour, ESL Meisterschaft Grand Finals is going to start on the main channel, and this is probably going to take a little while longer than that. But we'll raid them afterwards. Yeah, Pinstripe, I actually agree with you. I think more hit and running would be good, especially when you hit level 5 Farseer. Just never take a fight again once you hit level 5 Farseer. Get a reinforced burrow at your expo. Keep scouting with Invis Wolves. Hell, get a Witch Doctor, man. I don't care. Get a Witch Doctor. Alright, we're just figuring out. There's a lot of people that are observing this game, so we're just sorting it out. The host for all of them. Can you explain why FS is played over BM? The reason why people switched from Farseer to Blademaster, or from Blademaster to Farseer, is technically because of Criplord. Criplord was very difficult to beat with Blademaster because it's very difficult to stop fast expansions with a Blademaster compared to a Farseer that has summons and chain lightning and you can go headhunters. That's technically the reason people started playing Farseer, and then people realized, hey, this Farseer thing is actually really good. And then people started playing it exclusively. You'll start playing exclusively after Greyhawk got +1 supply. That helped a lot as well, because 2 headhunters with 7 peons on lumber. But, I mean, that second headhunter it's only like 5 seconds earlier, actually, due to the 11 supply Great Hall. It's nice. It's a little bit more optimized, but you could still, you know. What you couldn't do is build 4 headhunters, 1 grunt, and a second hero without a third burrow before. What's this guy talking about? Oh, well. Just sorting out the hosts, guys. At least we got the menu music. Hey, Leliat's here. Hi. Hi, Leliat. So many people in OBS. There's like 20 people observing. Obviously, once we get the hosting situation sorted out in map 1, it'll be easier for the other 2 maps that are going to be played on War 3 Champions. Oh, the ping seems to be fixed. Ping seems to be fixed. How is it for me? Oh, it's pretty good for me. I got second streaming channel, so we can stream two things at the same time. We use it maybe about once a month. Maybe about once a month we do the two streams at the same time. Because ESL Meister Chef is probably going to be going live in about 27 minutes, I would guess. I think that Lin can master this strat. Yeah, I do think, like, really, I think that the way to play against Happy, and at the highest of levels, the way to play against Undead, would be just very much hit and run style. That's why I totally agree when Foggy goes Keeper, Alchemist, Mass Fairy Dragons. I think Happy's gotten a little bit too good at dealing with tanks for that to work, but it might be able to work. I'm not too well versed in that matchup, so I can't really tell you. Oh yeah, it starts in 1 hour, but I think the stream should start 30 minutes before the tournament itself starts. If you dig what I mean, the timer. Damn, hats off to the organizers for this, Ted and everyone, because this seems like pure chaos. Like, if I organize a tournament, I'm like, I want me and the players at OBS, and everyone else can just watch the restream. I forget one thing, fairies are not as strong as Wind Riders. Well, they are in proportion to how much they cost. And supply. 2 supply versus 3. 3? I'm not crazy, right? Yeah, 3. Damn, lobby bugged. Stressful times. Are they 4? I don't know. I'm tired. Ignore me. They are 4, right? Yeah. It felt weird saying 3. Yeah, so fairies are easily as good as Wind Riders at half the supply and not quite half the cost, but... Okay, just a restart. Damn, the amount of value they would get out of a clean feed for this tournament. Hot take fairy should be 1 supply. If they still cost the same, would it really? I guess it'd be a big deal because the upkeep thing. But very hot take, yeah. Let me host. If only it was like that, like back in the day. Yeah. Dude, host bots were pretty dope. Host bots were pretty dope. I'll be honest. The amount of power you felt when you had access to a host bot, those were the good days. Do fairy dragons look pretty good on Reforged? Is that a thing? All right. Last refuge, by the way, map number 2. And I think we're going into it right now. It does work. Applause. We reduced the number of observers from about 20-ish to about 4, so that helps. Infi with a really cool War 3 Champions icon. What the hell? And he desynced. I think that just means he has to... Because of the obs? Or the players, yeah. That updated launcher? Alright, just sorting all this out. Like I said, once we get all this sorted out, it'll be smooth sailing for the rest of it, so we just gotta work out the kinks right now. What's up, Jets? Yeah, we're checking that, Toxie. We're checking all that right now. When should I expect game 2 to begin? Probably 10 minutes, I'd say, at a high estimate. 10 minutes. Yeah, you have to re-download it from the site, not update from the launcher. Why is this on the second stream? Because in about 30-ish minutes, there's going to be a stream on the main channel. Maybe if Infi's having issues, Carson can play instead? Yeah, true. True. True as heck. Alright, will it work this time? Of course, again, I remind you, Last Refuge is map number 2. Infi is ORC still desyncing. Take your profile picture and back to Warcraft. Hey man, that's not bad. It reminds us of better times. Going to start getting mad? Oh man, I don't want to see that. Wouldn't want to see that. Wow. If you should take over, you should let Happy get a map at least. Yeah, keep it entertaining for the people, you know? Yeah, I'll restart one more time as well, just to be on the safe side of things. Although I really don't think it's me. Hey, Ito, thanks for the raid, dude. Hope your stream went well. Hope there's many Frostworms, many Dreadlords After lift getting lonely, I do need a shave. Well, I'm gonna shave. I'll be clean shaven tomorrow. Insta baby filter. That's good though. That's good. I'm getting older, you know, so it's a good thing. I guess we can do this while we wait, because we know now it'll be last refuge. Tell us a joke. Oh, I can't remember it. Ah, man. I can't commit because I'm gonna screw it up. No, it's a good one though. It is a good one. I'll do it. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Okay. It's a whole 10-minute long thing, monologue. Okay. I'll do it for you tomorrow. I'll tell you a joke tomorrow. Read us Harry Potter. I got in trouble last time. Apparently you get DMCA'd for that. Isn't that bullshit? The joke is it's 5 a.m. for him. Yeah. Tell us your ideas for the next Harry Potter prequel, but with guest star Rima and Neo. Was that like a fanfic you want me to write for you? I am a fan of Harry Potter. You know, I hadn't seen the Harry Potters until March. I'd only seen up to the third one, Prisoner of Azkaban. But then when we were recording, over that month, we watched all 8 of them. I'm a big fan now. We're getting lobby bugs, say so. They need to update. They need to update their launcher. I don't know who it is. Because Happy's good. Infi's good because they've tested. TED, I'm sure, is good. I cast a tournament this morning. Hawk has got to be good. He's playing a tournament. Can't be many people. Can't be. Like, the only person it could be is either Infi or Ted, I feel like. Really. What do you mean they tested? They went into another lobby and started the game. Another custom game. That's what they said, at least. I'm just chilling. Just developed a thing for the Draco Malfoy actor. Didn't everyone? Didn't everyone? And... oh, it worked. Okay. God, this could take so much editing for YouTube. Gosh darn it. Alright. Tale of Tape going to game 2. Game 1, let's remind you all, was Infi's to take. He had it within his grasp. Will Last Refuge be any different? Here's Infi. Bottom left, Happy. Upper right. Paused. Oh no. Back to me. Small steps, yes. LR, Orc, Undead, favored. I don't know. I don't know what LR favors between Orc and Undead. As an Orc player, I don't want to say Undead, but I kind of do. This is alright, it might be fixing it. Okay, they're going. they're going. Infi said it's okay. To be honest, I've seen Infi on his stream play games where he's spiking to like 10,000 ping and then going back down to like 300 and still just like play better than anyone ever. He really is. He's one of those players that, I mean, I'm not going to make any excuses for his ping for him. It is going to affect his play, obviously, if he does have high ping. But he's one of the few players that I think it affects not that much compared to others. Just because he's so tactical. Oh yeah, the Happy probably doesn't want to play on that Toxic. That's unfortunate. If only. If only, I mean, I'm sure they could force him to, but... Alright, Ghouls again for Happy, of course, is his standard choice against CORSAIR these days. For Infi, did we see his standard choice on Twisted Meadows? Will it be the Fast Tech consistently? Will it be the Wind Riders, the Tier 2 Expo consistently? Seems to be so far. Seems to be so far. I'm gonna take some notes here. The coolest thing about casting this is I got all the replays. I can study them. That's the best. That's the best thing about casting, dude. Oh, and this is the worst thing about casting. Oh, what a wonderful world it is. I mean, what can you do? Put tinfoil on the router? Probably going to be contacting Ted to see what he says. Okay, Ted says regame. I'm going to go for a new host. But the host worked with these observers we had, so it's just a matter of changing server. Gaming in 2022. Yep. Was Infi's internet plugged in? I mean, some people use those Wi-Fi chips, don't they? Host on Starlink? Hell yeah. Keep all obs outside except for back to Warcraft. Well, that's not doable because it's not actually. We're just guests here, really. It's organized by Ted. It's sponsored by a Chinese fan. It's not ours to solely cast. Internet in Shanghai is also in lockdown. Sounds like a bummer. But there's only 4 observers. There's Korean, Russian, Chinese, and us. Does it work? Map number 2, Last Refuge. Here we go. Now, just to reiterate, Infi seems to like to stick with the Farseer, the Fast Tech, the Mass Wind Riders, the Tier 2 expansion. Happy, of course, going to stick with his guns, the Mass Ghouls, try to power creep up to level 3. Twisted Meadows definitely was a better map for this style that Infi prefers, but made it work there. Does he tactically know how to split this map up to secure that Tier 2 expansion as easily as he did on Twisted Meadows? It's going to be tough if that's his choice. gonna be tough indeed. But Infi has plenty of maps to figure it out, to figure out Happy's tendencies, his timings. And we could see from Happy, he's played so many orcs recently. Like, we could see if they go to Echo Isles, he's been doing Lich Expand. I'd be interested to see how Infi reacts to that as a potential strategy. Because this fast tech that he's doing with no barracks, of course, just on paper, shouldn't be good. Or at least as good as going Headhunters against the fast expo. Why not also put the player's ping on the overlay? Don't know if that's possible for how the overlay works, but it might be. Also, we don't know their exact ping because the lobby ping and the in-game ping has always been different by all measurements. Right, Farseer comes out. Tech, barracks. And Farseer, of course, trying to stop this Death Knight from getting level 3. That's his goal. Now, he can't stop this camp, but he can stop the one after that. Maybe the one after that. And he can, ideally, in the best case, stop the aura, which stops the regeneration, which allows you to pressure the Death Knight more. That's what Infi's thinking right now. Oh, close for Infi there. But Happy perfectly calculates it. I don't even think that was a low roll on the Farseer. 9 on the Skeleton. Already a Nerubian, of course. Undead players, don't think you're pro because you get no Nerubian. Even Happy builds a Nerubian against only a Farseer, okay? You're not that cool, alright? Just build the Nerubian. And if he pulls the creeps, gonna cause some poison on all these ghouls. Oh, the damage on the Death Knight is starting to add up. That's why, of course, denying the aura is really, really valuable for Infi, but it's near impossible when Happy's creeping like this. Resummon on the Wolf might be forced, but okay, he did have the cooldown. Second Huntsman goes to Happy, and that whole camp goes to Happy. So far, just a skeleton gained for Infi, but what he has gained other than experience is time. Time where this Death Knight is not power creep into 3. Ooh, nice little movement there from Happy. Ghouls on one side. He might get this. Oh, backs away. This is all, again, time. If Happy does not land this surround cleanly and soon, it's still a lot of time. And Town Portal will be used. Wolves and Grunts start creeping. Now Happy will go towards the expansion. That seems to have been enough time, though, because the Torn Chieftain will be out before the Death Knight's level 3. For Happy, he decided to go for some Gargs last game, just sort of blind Gargs. Will he do the same this time? The Destroyers did end up being better than the Gargs were. Infi was winning fights when Happy was going for Gargs last game. Then when Happy switched to Destroyers, of course the Tier 3 unit versus the Tier 2, the Wind Riders seemed to melt against the Mana Destroyers. There's level 3 on the Death Knight. Actually on time for the TC to come out, but the Lich needs to join before that Death Knight is really that powerful. Ambitious creeping from Infi. Yeah, this isn't going to be possible. Not going to be possible with the Death Knight lingering. Is there a Raider on the way, though? Yes, Raider and Ensnare will soon be on the way. A Grunt already falls. That's the power of the level 3. That's why you try to deny the level 3, because if not, you just cannot creep. We see Infi not being able to creep right now. No Garg yet. Infi would love to creep this Merc camp and then put down a Great Hall. Happy comes back around. He's gonna get another grunt kill. Possibly might be forced to a town portal because of it, but probably worth it. Snare. Infi secures that. Oh my god. Infi might lose a Raider though before the TP. In fact, not even going to force the TP. Prefers to save the Raider. I think if he just lost the Raider, he would have probably forced the TP. Oh, now Lich is here. It's just such powerful heroes. Can the TP be forced? Speed Scroll. Lich. Does get that Raider. Just pure heroes gets 2 grunts and 2 Raiders so far. I think maybe Stomp first is better for this reason. Raider comes in from the back. But now time is on Happy's side because this is all time that Infi is not expanding. Which is obviously his goal with this many Raiders. Town Portal. Can it finally be forced? Chain Lightning. It actually gets the auto attack. Kills the level 3 Death Knight. Happy screwed up. Loses the DK. Is that enough, though, after so many losses from Infi? Gonna lose another Raider. A rare mistake from Happy. Didn't calculate for the Chain Lightning. But still, I mean, Happy's still stronger. It's just Raiders. Another Raider's gonna fall. Shockwave on level 2. Now that's just not as good as Stomp. Okay, Ghoul gonna die to the Ensnare. Bat Rider's coming out to deal with the guards. Lich hits level 2. Surround on the Ogre Magi. This consumable is valuable. Ooh, this could be a big Shockwave. Gets the last hit. And doesn't get the item. One a miss. Thing to Happy. Raider in the back being microed away. Frost Armor on the ensnared Gargoyles. Both these bats could kill both these Gargs. Why not? Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? There we go. Kind of the reason you built them, Infi. One more Shockwave is available. There it is. Shockwave is nice against the statues, like similar to when a Panda Breaths of Fire against Undead is like a Night Elf, and you try to hit the statues just to chip away. You can do the same with Shockwave as Infi here. Just slowly try to make sure you're always hitting those statues when you land a Shockwave, and then over time you're just going to kill both statues. Super sick. Death Knight. Back, finally. But not without losses. This is Death Knight back. Wind Rider's on the way as well. No tier 3 yet. No expansion again yet. Happy 40 supply. Did he grab Orb? Yes, he did grab Orb. And Frenzy's online. Destroyer Form's online. All of a sudden, Happy has a timing. All of a sudden. Maybe with level 3 Torn Chieftain, Infi could somehow win this fight, but the Dark Ranger really helps. One Raider gets nuked, one Ghoul microed to the back and is saved. Of course, with Raiders, Bats, and Wind Riders, you don't necessarily want to take straight up fights. Just gonna creep in Infi's face. Silence, not allowing the Shockwave. Focus Fire on the Death Knight, trying to force the Town Portal. Is there enough damage to force this TP? I don't think so. There's 4 Raiders, though, so he can indefinitely... Okay, he can. 4 Raiders is definitely enough to force a TP. How many losses were there? 1 Wind Rider? Pretty good there for Infi, actually. Pretty good there. Happy, though. Just gonna creep his lab now. He's got plenty of creeps by his base. He's got the Merc Camp, the lab. Chances are he'll be able to contest one of the reds, even without a town portal. Still no expansion. Okay, tier 3. The question is, can Wind Riders work one base, even if they have Envenom Spears? I'm not sure. Unholy Aura, that can work. That always helps.
A player's forces are
Onk,
under
that
attack.
will help the potential hero focus later on, and Happy will go immediately for the red camp. Oh, so crucial red camp item here for Happy. And Lich level 3. And Dark Ranger level 2. And probably Death Knight level 4. A lot of upgrades here. Hood of Cunning, not the greatest, but it's alright. Infi gets a consumable. Greater mana, that's better than alright. Happy never goes death pact. I don't even care if you focus my heroes, he says.
A player's forces are under
47 versus 50 supply. That being entirely crept up to the claws for Happy. And the Health Stone, probably the best here. Mana Stone would be a little bit redundant. Book of the Dead. Terrible. But gold, not bad. You do tend to want a lot of gold with this strategy just so you can really break into a strong army. We see sells the book, immediately breaks upkeep. Happy 55 supply, Infi 55. Destroyer goes down level 4 on the Torn Chieftain, but really not a lot of health. I suppose with Shockwave he doesn't actually need that much health because he doesn't have to get in super deep to land stomps. Oh my god, the ghouls! All the ghouls are gonna die! Shockwave! Heal scroll, but kind of late, wasn't it? Shockwave looking kind of sick out there, but still, Happy finds some exchange kills. Infi needs to run away. Envenom Spear is on the way. Happy back down below upkeep. Just where he wants to be. Happy getting more of the map. He got Bone Chimes from the mercenary camp of Infi. Now he has potential to get Flute, over the Magi, a lot of good stuff from his own merc camp. Gets a second Bone Chime. I mean, 400 gold, or what is it, more nowadays? 500 something. Can't complain with that. I'm assuming he doesn't want him really for the ghouls in the long run. Infi, if he crept the remainder of the map, could probably get level 5-5, but he's certainly not going to get that.
A player's forces are
Kodo
under
on the
attack.
way out. Envenom Spears is finished. Battle Drums will be a nice upgrade for Infi. So Happy's about as strong as he's going to get. But Infi still has a ways to go. Parry-upped. On the side of Infi it is parry-upped as well. 60 against 56. Again, I ask the question. One base, Wind Riders, do they work against undead?
Forces are under attack.
Even supply, does this army work for Infi? I don't know. If the first 3 seconds to the fight are really good for Infi, I think he can win the fight. But if they go badly, like if he eats a Nova on a clump of Wind Riders, doesn't get them on top of something, he's just gonna get destroyed in the fight. That's my bold prediction. Town portal? He can't afford anything. A lot of skeletons. Infi would ideally like to wait until these are all gone to start fighting. Destroyers. He'd also like to wait until the destroyers have no more mana. But it takes a while. This ground army is almost exclusively skeletons, isn't it? More destroyers. That's destroyer number 5 being morphed. Mass Air versus Mass Air in 2022. 6 destroyers. And 167 against 60 supply. Infi has reinforced burrows. He's going to play super defensively. Shockwave doesn't land on anything. Nova. One ghoul goes down. Shockwave again doesn't land too great. Oh, the Nova's so good. First destroyer. Not gonna fall in already. 4 wyverns have fallen. Level 5 on the Death Knight. Of course, you can't stomp to avoid any foils. Every Wind Rider goes down, and 2-0 is the score in favor of Happy. All right, now we go back to Netties, where Infi will have the ping advantage. I think it's just a matter of Infi kind of needs that tier 2 expo, or it doesn't work. I think that's sort of the goal. And Last Refuge is not really a map where he can get that tier 2 expo. Looks like 1500 armor versus 2500. I mean, there was some close fights there. I don't think necessarily Undead has a 95% tournament win ratio. I think it's more so Happy does. All right. Just waiting for the next game. And then we'll go on to, well, what's the next map going to be? Maybe an Echo Isles? Has the MeisterChef stream started yet? Is the question. Just so I can direct you guys so you can watch both at the same time. No, not yet, actually. Oh, I thought it would have already started. One sec, I'm just going to check Ted's stream because of my paranoia. You know, being paranoid is actually very useful in life, guys. Gets you out of a lot of situations that you wouldn't otherwise overthought. I tell you. And then, of course, tomorrow, same time, same place, same caster. TH versus Infi. Now, TH might actually play human, which could be interesting. But I don't know. If he does play Orc, Infi will have a lot of stats to tell him. Same channel? No, it'll be on the main channel tomorrow. Bum, 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 bum. Turtle Rock? Really? Yeah, it will be TH versus... Oh, TH versus Happy. TH versus Happy. Which will be fun. And I'll be coming right home from a gig and going into casting that. So I'll be in a fun state tomorrow, but it'll be good. We'll have a good time. Is this channel why a new one? Because the main channel will be live. It should be live pretty soon. I'd imagine the next 10, 12 minutes with ESL MeisterChef. So we'll have 2 streams going at the same time. That's why we're using this channel. Drinking all the booze at the wedding's open bar. Nah, I won't drink tomorrow. Maybe just one. Maybe two. Not much, though. Promise. I promise, guys. It'll be a good cast. It's always a good cast, okay? Promise. Mostly because I'm just going to be horribly tired, though, is why. It's going to be an interesting vibe tomorrow. All right, we're loading into game number 3 on Turtle Rock, apparently. First, how can we bring Cruncher back? It's a good question. He'll come back eventually. They always do, man. They always do. OC will be back eventually. Hitman will be more active again eventually. Kiwikaki will be back eventually. They'll all be back. They'll be back. Cruncher included. I promise you that. I promise you that. They can't resist. All right. One sec. Game number 3. First 2, of course, went in Happy's favor, as we expected. But Turtle Rock, back to the big maps, back to the 4-player maps, back to the maps where maybe Infi can play this style that he seems to prefer. Here we go. Infi in the 11 o'clock position. In the 4:30, 4:28 position. Ooh. Happy in the 4:20 position. In the red, playing ghouls. Can we officially coin this as the 4:20 spawn on Turtle Rock, everybody? Please. Please. Hear me out. Have a sip of water. You should all do the same. Not 4:20 though. All right. Sword. All right. 4:17. Fair. Yeah, I guess like this camp is more the 4:20. Okay, this is the 4:20 camp then. All right, so when you do that hidden archer trick that Sonic does, that's the 4:20 trick, okay? Officially. The 4:20 archer trick. Is that more accurate? Blaze Master. That's actually pretty... Why have I never heard that before? Because somebody like Photoshop like dreadlocks on a Blade Master and call him Blaze Master. Alright, that's funny. Death Knight on his way out. Farseer this time with no late racks, no fast tech. And probably going to be this green into this green for both players, in fact. Quick level 2. Mantle. Slippers, better for the Dark Ranger later on. And Cloak, actually, if anyone can find value with this, is Infi or Grubby. So we'll see. He finds out where Happy is spawned. Of course, there's no close spawn. Even though it is Nettie's, there's no close spawn. Claws. That's what I was thinking of when I said claws. I was thinking of the claws, of course. Level 2 on the Death Knight. Still has 2 coils as well. It's going to take either a lot of small camps or a very big camp to get Happy level 3. In fact, it would take this whole shop or one of these expansions or one of the red camps. So
forces are under attack.
I think Infi can quite swimmingly stop Happy from getting level 3. What Happy has to do instead is probably go get another green, go get another orange, which takes a long time. skeleton. Bang! 12 experience. Mantle this time. I believe this would be level 3, if I'm not losing my mind. And all pretty standard. These burrows, though, you know,
Players' forces are under attack.
I'm never going to talk about it. Whatever. Who cares about the burrows? Whatever. Infi knows better than me. If you know, like, what? Whatever. I'm over it. I'm over it. Farsu is going to creep level 2. And he's going for a couple of headhunters. Changing it up. Going into the best unit in the game, the headhunters. Happy gets 2 slippers. Ring now. Lots of armor on this Death Knight. There's level 3 at long last. Later than last game, I want to say. Because, of course, it was a fast tech last game. And the Torrent Chieftain was out before the level 3. And tier 3 as well for Infi. Tier 3 headhunters for the Torrent Chieftain. Alright, changing it up on Turtle Rock. But Happy already knows, of course, that Infi's changing it up. He can see the headhunters with his eyes. Oh, best unit in the game is Fairy Dragons. Right, sorry. My favorite unit in the game is the Bat Rider. Liquid Fire, in fact.
Players' forces are under attack.
As you may or may not know about me. Alright, this time around the Death Knight doesn't find any kills. If he was able to get in range, he would have, probably found 2 or 3 kills at least with all this mana he has, but the Wolves of Farseer pressure the Death Knight away, but now the Lich is out. Probably won't stay away. Oh, but Infi wasting no time. Straight for the red camp. Very doable because of the heal. Tome? What is it? What is it actually called? It's not a heal ward. Rune of Healing, that's what it is. It's a Rune of Healing. Makes this very possible. Happy with a Ring of Regeneration. Infi has this ward, Happy has the other. Medallion of Courage, by the way. And just standard. This is actually standard from Infi. With a grunt opener. Very cool. Yeah, this is like what we might see just like a European Orc do on ladder. Very standard. Doesn't have the Raider yet. This army tends to have a Kodo 2 Raiders and then just pure Headhunters for the rest of it. And a Shadowhunter 3rd as well, which Shadowhunter 3rd's on the way. By the way, guys, I realized yesterday when I was watching replays, every attack upgrade for Headhunters is 1 to 5 damage. So that means when you get 3-0 compared to having 0-0, you're getting 3 to 15 extra damage. It's insane. This is going to be a potion of vulnerability forced. Ooh, fake the coil. Nicely done. And Khadgar's as well for Happy. Jesus. But yeah, 3 to 15. They do 26 to 42 with 3-0 attack upgrades. That is ridiculous. That is a lot of damage. Attack upgrades are very good with Headhunters. Nice silence. Potion of vulnerability. 1 of 2 could be used. Oh, can he get this kill? He could have with a Hex. He Could have definitely with a Hex on the Death Knight. Will he still be able to? Chain Lightning. Heal Scroll Coil! I feel like Infi was a little bit lazy there. He could have just hexed the Death Knight straight up or even hexed the Lich. And Shadowhunter goes down. Not the end of the world because now the Lich is going to follow. And all of a sudden, Happy has 31 supply? Turns out, guys, Farseer Headhunter is a little bit better than Farseer Wind Riders. Cheap to level 4. So many nice consumables. Lich back in the tavern. Death Knight, a single coil, but more to come thanks to that. Khadgar's.
A player's forces are under attack.
Happy gets a boots of health loss. Lots of agility on this Dark Ranger. That'll be plus 12. Oh, there's no way. Okay, I thought he was gonna focus the Lich there. Plus 6 from the Kodo. Yes, that means with Kodo and 3-0 attack upgrades, I think the max damage of a Headhunter is like 49.
A player's forces are under attack.
Which is like the equivalent of a top damage of like a Tauren. Insane. More damage than this Gargantuan Sea Turtle. Not more minimum, but more maximum. This looks like a good game for Infi again. Can he do it? Map 3. Ooh, the turtle. It might cost him a town portal, but it'd be worth the item. Ring of Regen. Actually, not cost him a TP. Gets 1 ghoul. This choke point is not bad for Infi if he can position in the open part of the choke point. And that's what he's trying to do, of course. Happy, rather, would love to force all the consumables out of Infi. Would love to force this push and vulnerability, which he will do now. Ooh, Hex a little bit late. Dark Ranger not going to fall anytime soon. And that was the last stomp, short of a 1 mana ceiling. Shadowhunter goes down again. Oh, wand. Happy has to be careful of one more stomp coming in. There it is, and it's a big boy. Scroll the Beast used, plus 14 on the Headhunters. 51 maximum damage. Holy hell. Oh, the Shadowhunter, right? It had the town portal, got it swapped to him. 40 against 37 supply. This Kodo is going to make that 36. Unfortunate. Yeah, the town portal was swapped. Didn't notice that till right now. So Infi overcommits. Gets a little sloppy with the TP pass, and Happy somehow pulls ahead yet again. The map. Close to crept out. 2 reds, though, left. And 2 oranges. Or 3 oranges? Is this crept? Decent amount of creeping to be done, regardless. Level 5 could be approaching the Death Knight. Level 3 in the Dark Ranger, definitely a possibility. Shadowhunter back in 10 seconds. Torn Chieftain on his way to level 5. There it is, the 49 maximum damage on the Berserkers. Insane in the membrane. Raider goes down. Infi would love to just be given a little bit more time. Just let me creep to 5-5 is what he's thinking. Happy just wants to keep sharking for value. Every Coil Nova, he kills a Headhunter. Every Coil Nova, he kills a Raider. And he hasn't been losing anything while he's been doing so. More ghouls pulled from the main. More destroyers morphed from the statues. That's 50 supply even. I can't help but thinking that Infi's favored in this fight, though. Just with those 3-0 upgrades, with once he has level 3 Stomp, if he can keep the Shadowhunter safe,
A player's forces
that
are under
ward
attack.
revealing a lot for Infi currently, giving him the ability to get this level 5 Torn Chieftain. Imagine if he gets a flute. Come on, give me the flute just for the memes. Come on. Nope. Still a good item though. Here comes Happy. Not wanting to use a Nova Coil. Doesn't have a town portal as well, worth noting. Silence comes in, ensnare on one destroyer, but it's the furthest back. Heal wave, ghouls getting on top of the headhunters. Stomp on just the heroes. The ghouls are all being traded out now, but there's 4 destroyers up in the air and not a ton of anti-air left over. Second stomp. Use Chain Lightning. Lich goes down. Level 3 on the Shadowhunter. That's level 2 heal wave now. Ensnare right before the Raider falls. Infi's turning this fight around. Destroyer's going to go down. Almost level 5 on the Farseer. Man, these Lich kills. And there's no town portal. Hex! No way! Okay, Devour. It's on time. Dark Ranger, though. There is Ensnare. It only lasts a couple of seconds. This is a dead knight. This is a dead knight and a half. There's the stomp. There's the kill. Level 5, and GG is called. Infi gets a map, everybody. Infi gets a map. Let's go. He could have taken map 1 as well. Map 2, a little bit lopsided. Yes, I'll give it to you. But he gets a map. 2-1. 2-1. Let's go, Infi. Come on. Let's go. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Farseer Headhunters turns out to be better than Mass Wind Riders. Is this the turn of the tides, the turn of the table, the turntables, and a microphone for Infi? Ah, Savenya, ba 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 ba. This could be it. Could have a tied series here. All right, we're in the game. Concealed Hill is the next map, everybody. The 4th map. Now, I don't have all the stats on hand. Somebody in this chat maybe knows. Has anyone 1-for-1 beaten Happy in these series? And if not, what's the closest that they've come? Has there been a 3-3? Or has there only ever been 4-2s at best in these show matches? Fly got 3-3. All right, yeah, a Fly I can definitely see that. Lin went 3-3. Oh, I thought Lin was 2-4. If I was remembering correctly. Happy 3-3 Chamiko. Okay, so there's been plenty, but has nobody actually gotten 4-2 not in favor of Happy? Regardless. We can look up the stats later. We'll talk about them tomorrow. For now, everybody. Concealed Hill, map number 4. This is a very good... Let's just get into the map. This is a very good Farseer map. This is a classic at this point. You know, now that Twisted Meadows isn't in the standard map pool, this kind of is the Farseer Torn Chieftain Tier 2 Expo map for Orc. This is where, even when Blade Master was still quite standard and Farseer Headrunners wasn't entirely figured out, this is the map where we were seeing all the top Orcs go Tier 2 expansions against Undead. This is a good map for it. It's also the map where we've seen Focus go for that, the Mass Windrider Hex Creep style, right? So this is also kind of a classic map for Windriders in a way, too. But that might not be what we see any longer for Infi. Probably going to stick to the build he did last game, the Grunt into Headhunters into Tier 3 tech. Happy, of course, going to stick with Ghouls. That is what he feels to be best against the variety of Farseer styles. I wonder if he knew he was going to play against a Blade, if he would go back to Ted Fiends or not, or if he would just still play Ghouls. Maybe it's just no matter what, having the fastest possible level 3 Death Knight is always best. Happy feels against Orc, which I definitely agree. There's the Farseer. Are we going to see creeping or harassing? So far, it's only been really very little creeping for Infi. 1,000 ping. Fun, fun, fun. Oh, and he's definitely not lying. Didn't quite see what hosts they started on, but love Happy's positive attitude always. Happy really is. He really is quite pleasant in these show matches. Honestly, he's quite nice most of the time. He's just very dry is all. He's just very dry, but he's quite nice. That may be true, Snack. That may be true. I don't know all the hosting stats though, personally. But Nettie's, of course, favors Infi quite a bit, right? Quite a bit. Okay, Infi gonna creep. This is an interesting creep route. Creeps the crab camp first. Exactly, Twitcherist. I was kind of referencing that earlier. Like, yeah, Infi's used to playing on terrible ping, awful ping. He's so used to it. 300, 400 MS, making it work. He's from a different time.
A player's forces are under attack.
Level 2 from the split creeping, mantle of intelligence, as well as a circlet. No Nerubian, a little bit of a greedy Nerubian timing from Happy. It would be a miracle if Infi killed an Acolyte, though, gotta tell you. Little zoomy, that's alright.
A player's forces are under attack.
These wolves are being annoying. How much gold have they gained? Just from moving the Acolytes. About 100, 150. Not bad for a set of wolves. Happy. You dirty boy. You're really going to go... Okay, I thought he was going to go for the Expo. I was like, that's not going to happen. Grunt. That's 60 experience that Infi does not want to give up to Happy right now. Ooh, counter surround almost there, but of course every surround Happy's gone for is locked in this series. Every single one. Deny would be important, but Happy doesn't let that happen. Headhunters, though, are shown to both us and Happy. Are you talking about the game versus Foggy? Where he canceled his tech on EI to... Because I thought that was more so he teched and then he canceled it to... So Foggy didn't know he was expo. I didn't realize he lost an accolade. A lot of pressure on the depth. And of course there are fountains on Concealed Hill. Ooh, these creeps are important. This is level 3. Happy will get it. And now he will probably get this Headhunter. Yep. Oh, a little copy pasta, is that right? Nicely done. Nicely done, chat. Would it be better for Orc to get 3 as fast as possible for Chamber Schools? That's not something I think... One, it's not something I understand fully yet, because this style that Happy does, where he goes ghouls and creeps level 3 fast, is pretty new. Like a couple months old at most. So I don't really have it figured out personally, and I don't think all top Orcs do even, really. People are still experimenting what's best against the Happy style, so maybe it turns out creeping level 3 Farseer is the best way to play against it. But the consensus seems to be Harass, currently. Harass continues, the Wolf wakes up the creeps, but the Death Knight, of course, already level 3. Okay, now Lich and Death Knight are going to go across the map with the heal pot that Happy loves to get. Wind Rider. This is looking more standard. A lot of the top Orcs recently have been liking the one Wind Rider. Helps you creep and also good against the ghouls that can attack up. Nice scouting from the Farseer. Yeah, I think just chilling in your base for a little while might actually be good because of that. Oh, there's Stomp, though. This could be a Forced Town portal, potentially. But not. Another Headhunter gonna go down. That's kind of standard, losing about 2 units to this Coil Nova Harass, though. Not the end of the world for Infi. He's still got more mana, though. He's still got another Coil and another Nova. 2 coils, in fact. And this Headhunter's looking juicy. And it gets juiced. Still 1 more coil. What's he gonna buy? Oh, he steals the Potion of Vulnerability. Imagine if the Death Knight came out of nowhere. Coil last hit this. But no, Happy's just going to go back, grab Orb, start creeping up his Lich a bit. He's gained the value that he wanted from the fast level 3 Death Knight. And that is 3 kills. That is delaying the TC a ton. That is stopping any potential Tier 2 expansion. But of course, it was Tier 3 this time around for Infi. Again, stick with what works. And pulling the Fountain has always worked for Orcs on this map. Potential for a flute. That would be a godsend for Infi. God knows he needs the items. Last game they helped a ton. Red Camp going to be pulled by Happy, it seems, though, as well. And Foam Chimes, awful. Unfortunate. Silence against the shockwave of the Ogre Lord. Happy looking for Khadgars again. Ancient Django, that's excellent as well. 44 versus 44. This would certainly favor Happy currently, though. Just because no level 3 Torn Chieftain. All it takes is a single ghoul kill. And there it is, level 3. That's a big stomp. Actually, a really nice start to the fight by Infi. Stomp. Cool. And is there a Chain Lightning Push and Vulnerability? The one that was stolen, remember, earlier from Infi's shop, used now. Kodo hasn't got the snack yet. Going for it. Statue being pressured. Destroyer has yet to devour the wolves. Now the second Destroyer gets morphed. Oh, this has to be a town portal right now! Oh, not on time, though. And GG will be called 3-1 for Happy. A decent start to the fight for Infi, but I feel like he had to get out of there after those first couple kills. And that is Concealed Hill going the way of Happy. 2 more maps for the day. Now we go back to Netties, where Infi was successful on Twisted Meadows, almost, and Turtle Rock. Panda better than TC for school style. A big thing with the TC is also the aura, not just necessarily the AoE. All right, 2 more maps for the day, guys. Just in time for breakfast, eh? And yeah, the best Infi can now do is as well as the best have already done. 3-3. Still would be very good though, especially for the not the peak Infi that we know. Okay, Ted is just AFK right now. Oh no. Wonder what. Okay, so what's map 4 gonna be? We haven't seen Tide Hunters or Autumn Leaves yet. Autumn Leaves, I feel like, tends to be quite a standard map in this matchup. Coulda should eat heroes. That'd be, I mean, why not, right? Why not? They die easily. Die easily enough. What's up, Nico? Coulda should be Forsaken, yeah. I hear it. Oh, there it is. Alright, well. Wow, he's inviting so many people. Incredible. Alright. Autumn Leaves it is the next map, everybody. Nice. I really like this map. In this matchup, I've grown to like it more than I did at first, too. I might actually have come to prefer it over Tide Hunters nowadays. Which was the case with Northern Isles and Concealed Hill as well, and now might be the case between Tide Hunters and Autumn Leaves. I think the changes they did were really good. I think it's also very interesting for early game creep routes, and I just think it's a nice map. I think it's a nice map. All right, Infi, what do you got for us? Will he continue with the Headhunters, or will he go back to the style that almost worked on Twisted Meadows? The last map will probably be something like a Tide Hunters or an Echo Isles. Maybe Echo Isles got banned because Infi realized this Lich expansion that Happy's doing is really strong on EI, so maybe that was the banned map, or the map that was avoided. You guys would remember that from the So Unhappy series. So it will either be that or Tide Hunters will be the last map. Ooh, or in Northern Isles. Is that available too? The map pool's a little bit weird. Let me double check what the map pool is. It is. Ah, okay. There's no Tide Hunters in this pool. So Northern Isles, it would be. Northern Isles or Echo Isles or Terranus Stand. Crazy. Crazy map pool. So probably no TS. Just getting all the players in the lobby. This will be the last game on NetEase. And then the actual last game will be played on War3 Champions. What about ESL Finals? Yeah, I don't know. Have they tweeted anything? It should already be started, shouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it should have already started, shouldn't it? Oh, I hope everything's alright. They haven't started yet. I could have streamed on the main channel. Uh, 15 CEST. Ah, okay. Oh, it starts in 10 minutes. Cool. It's just 30 minutes later than I thought it was. It starts in 10 minutes. Wait, how do I know what color I am? Oh, I didn't have it. Good. All right. Autumn Lee is about to start. It's so weird. Observers can have colors on NetEase, so like everyone had to go one by one to make sure they didn't have Happy's color because it's red versus blue. Oh my god, there's a spider on my mouth. Look, there's a spider. There's a spider. You guys see that? There's a spider on my microphone. Look at that. Look. Look, that's a spider. Jesus Christ. I was like, what is going on? Freaking me out. I can't talk into this thing. It's... Oh, God. Oh, it's a spider. Leave it be. I'm trying to save it. Okay, we're going into map 6, which is Autumn Leaves. Autumn Leaves, Happy versus Infi. Very close series between these. No, it wasn't close. Infi won a map though. There we go. I got it. But don't worry, we don't kill spiders here. This isn't a kill spider stream. Oh, there we go. The overlay is screwed up. Here we go. Do that, and then do that. We're good. Cast with phone. All right. Don't worry. The Spidey boy's all right. Spidey boy's all right. Okay, here's Infi in the bottom left. Upper right, here's Happy. Crit Fiend on Carson's mic, yeah. Damn. Give me the heebie-jeebies over here, dude. Tell ya. Farseer grunt opener, so it's going to be similar to what the last two games were, I'm guessing. Now, what really went wrong? Hey, Hippo, thanks for the 25 months. Appreciate you. I guess that means that Back to Warcraft is live now. People are subbing on that channel. What did Infi really do wrong? Maybe not as defensive as he should have been with those when he lost those 3 headhunters when the Death Knight got level 3. Getting the grunt surrounded in the early game, of course. Big mistake. Those are probably it. Just those 4 unit losses before the first big fight can really make a difference. If Infi can make it to the tier 3 stage, having lost no units to either the Ghoul surrounds or the Coil Nova harass with just the 2 solo heroes, I would say Infi is in a favored position. That should be the goal.
A player's forces are under attack.
Similar to, you know, how maybe an Orc playing the early game against a Night Elf, their goal would be to, I don't want to lose any grunts to entangle. And I don't want to let the AP get up by my base, right? That would probably be Infi's goal against Undead, would be to lose no units up to the tier 3 stage. The harass starts, both players crept their first camp outside their base. This will be level 2 for the Death Knight if nothing goes horrendously wrong. But things have gone wrong for Happy in this series. But not on Autumn Leaves. CORSAIR gets level 2 though. From this Sludge Flinger camp. That's what that creep is called. It's a Sludge Flinger. Very far forward in Nerubian. Just by design of how the base works on this spawn. Okay, Happy needs this whole shop and the remnants of this green to get level 3. We'll see if he can snag that. The shop's going to be tougher of the 2 tasks, of course. For Infi, Headhunter's coming out. Happy just going to go for the easiest camp available, but slowly yet surely get that level 3. This grunt took a lot of damage.
A player's forces are under attack.
This grunt could just be chased down with 2 coils, but the block might be good enough for Infi. Yeah, he's just going to block it for the rest of eternity. It would be a mistake for Infi at his level of play to lose this grunt, I feel like. Okay, he's going to lose it, though. Oh, by the way, this is the old version of Autumn Leaves still. That's why when I downloaded replays the other day, all of them were on this version. That makes sense. Only a couple of differences, the biggest being these orange camps. 1 ghoul goes down to the Chain Lightning. Oh, 2 ghouls could. And they will. That actually makes up for the grunt loss, but this Headhunter will put things in Happy's favor yet again. Oh, surround? Kaldor, where are you? Illusion. Torn Chieftain comes in, though, and that'll help with the aura. He never goes Stomp first, eh? Never, ever. Happy with the illusion block. Super sick. Would be enough with the coil no matter what. We will eventually have to use the coil. Oh, he's going for another Headhunter. Madman. If he gets one more Headhunter, that's level 3.
A player's forces are under attack.
There it is. There's level 3. And that's, again, 3 Headhunters. As I said, Infi needs to get through this early game with having lost no units, ideally, and he's already lost 3 Headhunters and a Grunt. Killed 2 Ghouls, but still not really acceptable damage for Infi. And if you went Stomp, Happy wouldn't be able to take this many risks because he just gets Stomp surrounded. But because there's Aura, and Happy knows his Aura, he can just do whatever he wants. Lich comes in, that's a 4th dead headhunter. Potion passed. There's another Nova, 5th dead headhunter, and a Grunt coming up. Yeah, you just gotta get through these early games without this happening. A 6th headhunter being chased down. And Infi left with 2 supply and fighting army currently. Happy, probably not going to get much more, but he's going to be happy with the damage he has done. It's certainly game-winning damage, I would say. And if he's trying desperately to creep, but Happy's going to be the one to creep really fast here. Statues online, Frenzy on the way, Lich level 3. Shouldn't take any time at all, really. Level 3-2. Is the Shadow Hunter enough map control to get Infi both of these mid camps? Maybe that's what he needs to come back. I doubt Happy's going to just give both these up uncontested. Seems like one is going to be a reality for Infi, but both should be the goal for him. Heal wards, that's a great item for power creeping. And we like power and creeping here. Circle for the Lich. Happy about to pick up that Dark Ranger and fight for this lab. And Infi might have to give this up. His Berserker form's finishing. His Kodo's on the way. Not a terrible timing for Infi. If only he had 6 more Headhunters and a Grunt here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Even let's say 5. Let's say he loses a Headhunter and a Grunt, he'd still be at 50 supply. Those 5 Headhunters extra. Ooh. See, one thing Spiral used to do all the time that I was a big fan of, he would always Hex the Dark Ranger to land that first Stomp. But there comes the Stomp, Chain Lightning with the second Ghoul. I heard a third even going down. Nova, nuke on the Shadow Hunter. Would love to use one more Hex before he goes down, but the Coil will secure the kill. One more Stomp left for the Torn Chieftain. Kodo, trying to eat still. 40 against 39. But Happy's cleaning up a lot of units here now.
Players' forces are under attack.
2 headers making it away, though. Nice micro towards the tail end of the fight for Infi. Saving a lot of units. So 46 against 39. Maybe Infi actually trades favorably there. How many ghouls is this? 4. 3, 4 ghouls? For maybe only a single headhunter in the Shadow Hunter going down. Not bad. It might have even been more than 4 ghouls. It definitely needs Troll Regeneration. Heal Ward's gonna make up for that for now. Parry up to Vitality. Red Camp, probably gonna be eyed by Infi. Happy gets the mid, gets the Boots of Quel'The loss. 48 against 46. Shadow Hunter is back. TC should be getting close to 3. Yeah, he's very close to 3. No reinforced. It's on the way, though.
A player's forces are under attack.
Just 5 seconds too late. And Happy kills the one burrow, gets away. Infi reinforces done. Sucks to have to get reinforced this timing, because otherwise you'd love to get 2-0 ASAP. Still a fighting chance for Infi. It always feels like he's behind, even when he might not actually be behind. Just because it's Happy. Like on paper, this is a very winnable fight and game for Infi. Looks like both players might get a red camp. But Happy continues to be aggressive.
Forces are under attack.
Doesn't want to allow these Orc heroes to creep up anymore. Cancels that burrow again. TP, a very aggressive town portal. Clump silence on all 3 heroes. But the positioning, I'd say, still favors Infi with the burrows in the back, and the Death Knight in such a weird location. Heal wave there, and snare on a forward destroyer. 1 coil used, but that's the only one currently until that one on Stealing is used. Destroyer does get away. No more Novas for now. It seems like it's only ghouls falling.
A player's forces are under
Happy.
attack.
40 against 47, still a supply blocked Infi. Now short a town portal, and wasn't able to secure the red camp he was eyeing. Ooh, level 4 in the Farseer is a possibility, though. Happy gonna go for the next consumable, then probably the red, and then he will have gotten the majority of the map. Scroll the Beast. Would have been good if there was still ghouls, but might be one for the shop now.
Forces are under attack.
Red camp again. Khadgars for both players is what they're looking for, ideally.
Player's forces are under attack.
+2 attack for Infi and a Wind Rider on the way. That's nice because, yes, there's no fiends. It's decent against the Destroyer if it's not focused right away. So Hood of Cunning, and for Happy it was Medallion of Courage. Stat items on both sides. Probably Happy gets the better end of the stat items. Last remnants of the map being gobbled up. Don't think there's any creeps actually here, and I don't think there's much here either. So really the whole map is essentially crapped out, bar this camp, which would be enough for Shadow level 3, so Infi would be wise to take that. So both players have their desired hero levels, 4, 3, 3 apiece. Comes Happy again. Infi has a town portal. It's really slow to creep this camp actually, but there it is. Gauntlets from there. Very tanky Torn Chieftain. Nice items on him. Shop was focused down in the meantime. $63 against 50 all of a sudden. Alright. 65 against 50. And that's just because Infi's been supply blocked for so long. Scroll the Beast finds some value. Coil Nova always finds value. Stomp does the same. Huge Stomp, actually. But is there just too big of a supply differential, I'm afraid? It might be. Hero Focus could be a play. Lich gets level 4. Oh, Death Knight has to be careful. So many Destroyers in the air.
Player's forces are under attack.
So the ghouls getting cleaned up. 35 against 62 still, though. It's looking like a 4-1. The Shadow Hunter, no way to save him. Level 5 on the Death Knight. And GG will be called 4-1 for Happy. We're going to War 3 Champions again, and we're going for the last map of the day. There's 3 maps it could be. Northern Isles, Echo Isles, Terranistan. What will it be? We shall see. Oops. We shall see indeed. Oops. Let me update this. Autumn Leaves went to Happy. Final map of the day before raiding you guys over to the ESL Meisterschaft. Yeah, the 2 bats against the destroyers is good. Just to be able to kill one right away is nice in a fight. Even if it's not entirely efficient, just to be able to just boop, get rid of one. And like if you're really lucky, you get the splash damage on the rest of the destroyers. So you do like a couple hundred each of them. That's pretty sick. I like the bats. They're kind of difficult to control. Shouldn't be a problem at this level, but that's why I tend to not use them a lot. Unless I'm using liquid fire. Echo Isles will be the final map. Okay. Saddle up. It could be Lich. Could be Lich. Could be 2 Rax Headhunters. Happy goes, What are you humming about, Happy? Whoa. Wow, wow, wee, wow. And tomorrow is TH vs. Happy. Yes, indeed. I'll be back tomorrow with that. All right. We'll see some human games. Yeah, I hope. I hope we see TH play human tomorrow. I mean, his Night Elf has always been very good as well. All right, 6th and final game. 4-1 currently in favor of Happy. 4-2 would put Infi's Orc on par with that of Soen and Lin in the past in these show matches. Can he do that? That'd be an accomplishment in his own regard. But still, Happy is already won. But it's all about the score here. It's very important, and of course, money on the line for every single individual map, so they're both going to be playing their best here on Echo Isles. Here we go. Infi in the upper left. Happy upper right. Again, Lich expansion. Possibility. 2 Rax Headhunters. Possibility. Not a single Blade Master, and I doubt this is where Infi's going to start. Am I lagging? Yes, I am lagging. Hopefully I don't DC. If not, whatever. Okay, CORSAIR against Death Knight. No Lich Expo. Ooh, Ted Fiends. Interesting from Happy. I wonder why Ted Fiends here. Is this like a counter to what he thinks is going to be 2 Rax Headhunters? Because 2 Rax Headhunters would be the counter to the Lich. Happy thinks he's trying to counter Lich, so he counters 2 Rax. That's the only thing I can think of. But Infi, not one for blind counters, as it seems, even though I have seen him 3 Militia. No, that was TH that 3 Militia mooned. 3 Militia Tower Rush moon 2 games in a row. Alright, so very classic undead approach here. Creeping very slowly. A green camp first.
A town
And
is under
Infi
siege.
does go down to the expo, just to make sure there's no lich. But it will be the tech.
A player's forces
Peruvian
are
will be
under
up on
attack.
time to deal with that wolf, and there's a 6th acolyte even if it wasn't. Might being pressured. Coil to secure the claws. Oh, am I lagging? Am I gonna have to DC? Hopefully not. If I do, I'll just watch somebody stream.
A player's forces are under attack.
Won't be the end of the world. Fiend on the way out, and of course, grunts. No barracks. So this is looking more like a classic sort of grunt raider TC tier 2 expo play from Infi. Closer to what he did on Twisted Meadows earlier than what he's done in the rest of the maps. Happy not able to get level 2, and that just shows the strength of playing ghouls as opposed to playing the Ted Fiends. But he will eventually be able to clean up these trappers. Nicely done, securing that kill. And ghouls and grunts go back. Yeah, this will be a tier 2 expo. TC, Peon already there. Farseer continues to pressure. This is really nicely timed from Infi. Still harassing. There's no way Happy expects, at least right now, the expo's being cracked, but he's going to see the Farseer get level 2. And there's only one thing that can
Player's
really mean
forces are under attack.
on this map. This is ambitious from Happy, but he's got 2 Fiends and a Fresh Rod Necromancy. Yeah, super sick. And now level 2 online for the Chain Lightning Steel potential. Good play from Infi. Dark Ranger second, but not really the best against grunts is Dark Ranger. Better against headhunters, of course. Miss deny. It doesn't look as though this expansion is going to be canceled anytime soon. He gets pushed of vulnerability. Block with the wolf. Boots with the fur. Absolutely incredible. But this is all just buying time tactics right now for Infi. And behind this, Bestiary Raiders. Yes, they're just classic Grunt Raider Expo. We'll just try to win with a massive, for lack of better term, shit units against the tier 3 of Happy. Hey, he did go Stomp first. Nice. He should have done that earlier in the series, I feel like.
Player's forces are under attack.
Happy, so slow to get level 3. Again, just reinforcing the strength of this school style, guys. It's so good. So good. And we saw how effective having level 3 Death Knight is, because how many units he killed. Think of Autumn Leaves. Yeah, I'd say this is advantage Infi so far. The expo is up soon. Scouted, yes, but not cancelable. Which is the important part of that. Lots of items on the
Player's
ground.
forces are under attack.
Skeleton could kill this Explosive Haste, really, if he wanted. If he really wanted to. Ooh, bummer. Me too. No comment, Emac. No comment. Alright, we are waiting, though. We are waiting. So, expansion's up. I got my wolf shirt on. Wolf's in the game. Definitely favoring Infi right now. Infi as, I wouldn't say a huge advantage, but this is a one game waiting to happen. Just like Twisted Meadows was. Just like Twisted Meadows was. Got a wolf on the t-shirt? Yeah, it's a wolf and a moon and stars.
A player's forces are under attack.
Happy. Still going to be able to hit a strong tier 3 timing. This is what the game comes down to. Can Infi hold this Lich Orb Destroyer timing? If he can hold his expansion, he has won the game. But Happy could also just counter expect. He's shown that against Night Elf. It's a possibility. Dark Ranger with nice items. Claws +9 here. Crystal Ball. Terrible. Uses it somewhere. At the shop. Just to check, is there items? Did they get bought? And Infi did snag both of them, which is important. An important part to holding this potential all in. Lich on the way. 47 supply for Happy. Did he grab the orb already? Yes, he did, or else his gold would be a bit short currently. And Infi, where's his burrow? At the expo. Yeah, because he needs to break upkeep right now. He probably even needs to buy mercenaries to hold. Needs to build a grunt, a Kodo, get a berserker, ogre mauler. Once this burrow's done. And get reinforced, most likely, which he doesn't have the lumber for currently. But yeah, as soon as the burrow finishes, he breaks upkeep right away. Should get a berserker as well. This is a scary push from Happy. Let's not forget a tech advantage. And even at that, a hero level advantage. And even at that, an item advantage, at least for permanent items. There's the berserker. 59 against 47. Shop up, burrow up. It's now or never for Infi. Happy going to the Imba positioning.
A player's forces are under attack.
Call it Imba positioning because if you're an orc player and a human player attacks into this choke, it is impossible to win. Well, Nova, Raider, does not die. Positioning is good for Infi. Silence broken by the Potion of Vulnerability. Stomp lands huge. Kodo coming in for a snack. Headhunter's focusing on the Destroyer. Another decent stomp. Burrow is here, and there's actually no Dust of Appearance, but there was wards, right? I thought there was. Maybe they've both been sold or used. Still a really good fight. Infi seems to be in good position to take this. Okay, ward's on the ground right now. There it is. Ward's on the ground. Which was almost accidentally devoured by Happy when he went to go devour the wolves earlier. 45 against 43. The heroes are now carrying for Happy, but he's running out of mana. He's got a Nova left, yes, but no more coils. And this is what Infi wanted all along. Potion of Vulnerability, the big Potion of Vulnerability used. 45 versus 43. But the expansion still stands. Potion of Healing used. That ward did eventually get devoured away. Of course it did. And Town Portal swapped and used. But Happy with a 7 supply advantage. Again, Infi, he's got to mass up units, heal up, get items, and just try to hold again. Because Happy's coming back with a mana pot this time. front. Meets up with his friends. Push invulnerability, heal scroll, dust of appearance probably needed. Yeah, gets all 3.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Happy creeping 1 camp before probably pushing yet again. Yeah. No Acolyte being produced, so he will. This would be a good timing for Infi to maybe go push towards the main base, actually, but he might have missed his mark. The Wolf is scouting, showing him that he has a little bit of time. Claws +9, alright. That Dark Ranger, kind of strong. We actually puts him on the Lich.
A player's
Spreads out the
forces are under
claws.
attack.
I suppose it's the funner approach to put all your damage items on 1 hero, but maybe more efficient to put them on 2 heroes. '56 versus 52. Torn Chieftain gets level 4. And Happy doing such a good job of getting a ton of skeletons before pushing. Here come the boys. Here come the statues. 55. Is he going to unsummon the altar? Do it, Happy. Come on. We're all waiting for it. Do the thing.
A player's forces are under attack.
Crystal Ball for the TC. Reveals exactly where Happy is. And again, Happy's going to try to take that Imba positioning. Infi has to try to contest it. There's no way he can let Happy just sit here, or else the Expo's just going to die. Oh, Kodo. Run, Kodo. Run, Kodo! Sorry, my friend. Burrow goes down. 60 against 59, and like I said, you just can't fight into this position. You have to give up the Great Hall at this point. Just have to give up the Great Hall. You have to fight how Infi did previously, or the Great Hall cannot live. Especially when you build it there. If you build it here, it's a little bit easier, but still this positioning. Like, it's even sometimes worth it to build a Demolisher just to open up the trees a bit. Not even kidding. Oh, no web for Happy, but it finishes right now. Just on time. Silence broken again by the push of invulnerability. Oh, this is Hero Focus City, isn't it? Nope, doesn't actually go for the Death Knight. 2 Wind Riders, 3 Wind Riders go down. Dust of Appearance for the Burrowed Fiend. Does get killed. But this is just looking like all Happy, isn't it? Yep, GG is called as I freeze and get disconnected. But GG was called. 5-1 for Mr. Happy.